Your return is much appreciated by the CoinSeries channel. Request from viewer is, who is your favorite CEO and who is the best coin for you? You can also comment your opinion. Thank you to all the subscribers of our CoinSeries. Who came to our channel CoinSeries? You will always be info with the latest CoinSeries news. Number 1, CEO Brad Garlinghouse XRP and Ripple. Number 2, CEO Grayscale SEC. Number 3, CEO JP Morgan Bitcoin. Number 4, CEO Brian Armstrong Coinbase. Please like my video and subscribe my channel. It appears that something is in the works, you guys. Your ability to help Mr. Poole with this is questionable, in my opinion. I have no clue. It seems like we'll need to investigate this further in light of today's video and something. You may purchase XRP for approximately 55 cents. I hope that everyone is having a great day. Why? Because, gentlemen, the value of Bitcoin is just declining. To be quite honest, XRP is truly making a dent in the competition. At least Ethereum knows that XRP prices tend to plummet periodically. To put it gently, alternative cryptocurrency options are doing well. Why? Go ahead and examine that. He can't seem to break free of the clutches of fear and greed. It's just absurd. From what I see, there is still a bullish sentiment. I could care less about what other people think. Although I don't claim to be an expert in the financial sector, I did hear from Jim Cramer and Larry Williams, who both cautioned me that the market and cryptocurrency are far from bottom. Oh my goodness! The most intriguing thing about Jim Cramer, you know? Here he goes again, acting foolish. Permit me to clarify. We made the call a long time ago. It's hard to think we're only now getting back from it. Will you be ready? I find it fascinating. In today's video, you will see something that will astound you. Thanks a lot. I said it for as long as I can remember. Time flies, doesn't it? Sometime about a year ago, probably. A complete and utter moron. We do remember that Jim Cramer acts as a contraindication, even though it was a long time ago. Is that so? Every one of us knows this. I do, however, have a catch. In the event that the true peak occurs, he will deceive all. According to him, this is the highest point, and we will be descending from here. Hey, guess what? Remember when I mentioned something? No one will ever believe him since he is constantly proven wrong. At some point, he will manage to trick everyone. Is that so? That's why you should be careful while you're wearing shorts. Due to the fact that he called the top and bottom payments, leading to your elimination and 2 strikes. Got it. My goodness, you guys, it's fascinating. We learned the other day that Jim Cramer did, in fact, say that it is the top guys, a significant top, notwithstanding his claims about the CDC. Wow, this is fascinating. Personally, I don't think it's that significant. However, in the short term, he might have been right, maybe it was just a taste of things to come. Will there be no ties? It deserves your careful consideration. He's there, and they've all grown incredibly gloomy. It will probably come back up since they have to prove themselves totally wrong every time. Got it. So, when Cryptus reaches their market peak, you won't put your faith in them thinking they'll keep going up. Long ago, I informed you all of it. My recollection is vague. Is that so? It seems like we were given a subtle confirmation here, regardless of when that occurred. To be fair, it isn't the financial basis for anything. $2 billion worth of Bitcoin sat dormant in 2019, a first. Out of all the changes since 2013, only one has occurred. Your actions demonstrate a complete lack of knowledge. Got it. Alright, gents, it appears that addresses are once again becoming active. Right now, what's happening here? Satoshi woke up after a long night's sleep. Until he wakes up and realizes it's no laughing matter, Jamie tells everyone that this is all in good fun. Around eclipse is when I imagine crypto collapsing. Naturally, you'll require a substantial amount of sell pressure. Oh my goodness! You all seem to be involved in a great deal of activity. Cryptocurrencies are seeing a decline in price as more people buy than sell. By contrast, this ordinary person, the one who buys items without a prescription, spent $1 billion yesterday or today purchasing cryptocurrency. Past the past few moments. Hey, check that out. Since it seems like everyone is buying, I'm going to assume that this price cut is probably not real, isn't it? In my own opinion, it is the case. Since this is the case, they may soon start gobbling up Bitcoin supplies too. One more important thing to think about. For what purpose is Grayscale peddling Bitcoin? Is that so? Bitcoin was never offered by GBTC because the company used to redeem shares by offering investors USD value before the spot ETF approval. Investors are fleeing GBTC following the ETF's approval for two main reasons. Firstly, the 1.5% management charge is 5 to 6 times more than that of other ETF issuers. The second point is that they obviously made a profit since they purchased it at a discount. They might as well sell it. While I'm hoping this winds down in a few weeks, the value of GBTC could remain flat or perhaps decline over that time. Accordingly, we must observe the unfolding events. Limited mintage of coins, first come, first served. Would anyone like one? Was that really the last thing? Guys, this is when things are going to become exciting, and I couldn't be happier about it. Although many are pessimistic, I do not share their outlook. Cisco White is an interesting employee of Big Short. The XRP community has taken notice of him after he tweeted a really interesting question, a question about which I am not particularly interested. Choose an event from your past that you would change if you could go back in time. A memory of you and the past is all that's needed. Very interesting. Given that what happened in the past has already occurred, dwelling on it serves no use. You need to go past this. We fix the problem and go forward, but check this out. My thoughts strayed to simpler times. Yes. Wait a second, though, I was like, hold on. The regulars usually post before anything happens, so you'll have to be patient. One thing is certain, the future will validate the past's efficiency. Which day of your life would you choose if you could relive it? He wonders in his future predictions. I think he's talking about the day XRP's clinical status changes, or when its price has an unexpected and huge jump. On top of that, everyone in town would wish they could go back to that incredible day. Why? For the simple reason that, well, Twitter is absolutely exploding, isn't it? Think about it, my pals. Do you know what Twitter has in store for the future? A decrease is inevitable. That much space might be reached. It follows that you're feeling quite excited and energized, aren't you? Everything good and pleasant and such like. Thus, I will presume that to be true. Have a peek. Glance at the time. It says there are 113. Maybe what happens on 911 is the same, though. No matter which Lebanon you visit, Allah is constant. As far as men are concerned, it's the same. Is that so? As you look at the clock. Truly captivating, I have to admit. Even though other people are talking about other things, the Babak says, July 25th. I will have the links if anyone wants to get more into the shows. This, though, isn't it fascinating? In this very moment. Bob himself acknowledges in his writings that January 25th is the day following July. Thus, I assume, it commences. By the way, have you noticed this? With the help of Bitcoin ETFs, the Ripple logo will be shown on the right, and the word XRP will be known all over the globe. This is related to the brief tweet before it, which was about a day you should remember. The news reports don't always paint a rosy picture, but this one is among them. Got it. The fact that it always showcases the same locals intrigues St. Louis. Now we have to connect it too. It is indeed the wave of the future, my friends. Ahead we go. So far, Trump has been the subject of much speculation and whispers. The reason is Bobucks. My only point is that if this takes place, Trump will be president. Is that so? Despite the fact that Trump has been the subject of much discussion as of late, particularly on Twitter, I have refrained from discussing him here. At the end of the day, the goal is for Trump to have these other important people in the system as allies and collaborators. Furthermore, it seems like he introduces XRP, doesn't he? Our ability to pretend to be friends with anyone is rather remarkable, isn't it? Like the correct bricks in a level playing field, XRP is also there and verified. Is there a universal lack of resources? Take a look at this instead. Justin, this is where things really begin to get steamy. Alright then. In President Trump's view, the federal government would gain total control over its citizens' funds if it produced digital currency. During his administration, he promises to stop this from occurring. It appears highly strange, but let's listen to these individuals anyhow, even though this isn't financial advice. Any suggestions? Exactly zero. In all candor, in my efforts to protect the American people from government despotism, I also pledge to stop the creation of a central bank-controlled digital money while I am president. Look, that guy is right. Wondering brains are dying to find out. It will never happen on my watch. Why on earth? Do you have any thoughts on the matter? The soon-to-be president? So what? We need to take a brief break at that point. Alright then. Why? You know he's not being truthful because I know it. The due date for its release is today. Central bank digital currencies, or CBDCs, are the subject of ongoing investigation by more than 130 countries. Given this, what does the future hold for the definition of value? 130 countries worldwide. Look at it, the naysayers are clearly a part of it. 13, you take out the triple digits, 13. Also, it's completely under God's control. Please, just a moment. The United States' decision to not establish the CDC stands out as particularly irrational. That is correct. Verify that. That was a loss. Trump has not yet completely megosted the European Central Bank. It would be completely insane if what he says were accurate. I am still not sure. The risk of a bank run is one of the potential hazards of a digital euro that the European Central Bank examines in an economics report. We will absolutely avoid discussing CBDCs in relation to bank runs, you all. We will definitely take care of that later on. Nevertheless, let us continue proceeding with this for the time being. So, continue. New Hampshire, I had no idea what it was. Superb brains at work over here. Remarkably contemporary. We entrust our federal government with a considerable quantity of money, so you are aware of their acts. This still threatens your freedom, even though he's gone. I'll stop it tonight by keeping your money where it should. It's likely okay, but I'd like you to consider the last occasion when a politician truly fulfilled his campaign pledges. The Tennessee Senate has sponsored a bill to explicitly exclude cannabis from the state's monetary definition, which may be true, Justin. Are you all confused by what I'm saying? Might be possible. But look at the documents. There is evidence based on what I've seen. Everybody, get moving. The bankers are in a rush. I am thrilled about that. Oh, but if he makes it illegal, then what? Are you guys saying that he might prohibit it? Got it. What if, however, he chooses to suit because of an issue? Kindly, CBDCs, can we have them back, please? A complete and utter moron. Things begin to spiral out of control after that. So this is how I get here. My heart raced. Just a moment, please. How is it truly done? Give me the rundown. This is where it is. That was Mr. Poole's tweet from January 17, 2021. Sure, how about 2223 to 24? That's a 3-year delta. Every one of the 117 had the same result. Do you happen to know what day this happened? Hello, everyone. It would be wise to come back and verify again. January 17, 1177. Saturday. Identify what I'm staring at, please. The rationale behind it? Give me the rundown. To what extent? Give me the rundown. This is completely bonkers in every way. Track down. It was the precise date yesterday, therefore I've met folks. Decide which day it is. Review the number 117. Mr. Pool depicts the dollar's digitization or demise, adding to the other images we just saw of Trump smirking and claiming it's all planned. I believe the dollar is undergoing a digital revolution. Is that so? Allow me a moment, please. Determine the identities of the other candidates for president. It seems to me that nobody else has a chance of winning. Because of this, he seems to be really busy. Probably confirmed. In this very moment. Just a second, and we'll get into that. But hold on a second. We will digitize the procedure. I indicated before that Chad was the source. There is talk in the chat that if ASUS prohibits CBDCs, BlackRock will likely move to USDC, their cryptocurrency, to avoid losing USCC and SLM. Very interesting. Just a moment, though, Rosie says something entirely different. Elicit funding, promote affordable, easily available financial services, and study. It's worth noting that over 80% of developed nations are contemplating the adoption of a digital currency regulated by the U.S. Central Bank. That will happen in the U.S. inevitably. No one will notice if Trump lied on the receipt. Mr. Poole also disclosed the whereabouts of Trump. Quicken your pace, everyone. Be that as it may, it will take some time. Of course, you're aware that things take a really long time. That is correct. Although there may be some delays, things do advance gradually. I mean, it's funny. The year of the elections coincides with the impending rule changes in Gotham City, which are happening at the same time as the digital dollar boom. Fascinating and unusual. Among the many connections that Donald Trump has made with Bearable Person 123, you can see a ship out to the right in the distance. Additionally, this watch. Creating a bond here is an intriguing prospect. Everything is finalized. Trust me, I've got this. There are no words to describe it. Think about it, in this economy, energy is the gold standard. In the United States, XRP, gold energy, and precious metals will set off a paradigm shift. Trump poses a threat to Europe, according to Art, doesn't he? However, please be patient. Would you prefer that they compete on different teams? They might also attempt to deceive others. Either way, Sanjay, they should maintain their distance. Motocross enthusiast and owner of a Harley-Davidson scooter. Grasp the company no more. If factories go to countries without tariffs, Trump claimed yesterday on Twitter, the US will soon be competitive. If you meet with Chinese authorities, I believe it will be to everyone's advantage, China, Japan, the US, and the rest of the region. I also believe that we shall all be treated fairly, and that this will occur far sooner than the majority of people anticipate or even understand. For the simple reason that it's the only fair way to do it. As far as I'm concerned, that's my sole choice. As far as it's about being fair, you guys. It has everyone talking. Is that so? Additionally, it can only take place on a level playing field that is significantly more democratic. Everything is so crystal clear now, and XRP is the genuine deal. There is nothing further to mention or observe. Every time we bring up advancements, Elon Musk promptly tweets about them the very next day. The bear, alright. Everything changed today. Please support my channel by subscribing. Goodbye for now, see you later.